H.L. Mencken, Prejudices. This is the complete series of his Prejudices series, and this is put out by the Library of America. Comes in a slipcover. And for those of you who don't know Library of America, they always produce books with the same width and height dimension, always bound in cloth with this kind of spine, always on acid-free paper, always with a ribbon. I love them. They're just very, very easy to hold on to, easy to carry around. The dimensions just really fit. They just feel good. And sometimes they're much thicker, sometimes they're a bit thinner, and that is a different dimension to talk about. But in this case, they just feel really good. They don't fit in your pocket or anything, but they're very easy to hold, sit and read. And they feel nice. The texture of the cloth is just nice. The issue with Library of America that I always have is the thickness of the paper, or rather the thinness of the paper, if I can even, yeah. They're relatively thin. They're pretty thin. Now, I always complain about this, but I have to say I've never actually torn a page by accident while reading it. I'm not super careful with my books. I do just read them. So, maybe it's not that big a deal. Then again, I'm trying to just turn one page, and sometimes I fail and turn two at a time. This one's not even so bad. It doesn't feel that thin to me at the moment. Maybe it's just today while I'm reading it. Anyway, Library of America books always have a bit of an introduction. They always have an index of the life of the artist. I say an index, a chronology of the life of the artist. And then they always have a series of notes, endnotes. And so there's a lot of scholarship going on, as well as the content itself. All right. So this is H.L. Mencken. Oh, and their Library of America books are often sort of different colors. This happens to be this color. H.L. Mencken, for those who don't know, was a critic, I suppose, a thinker and a writer. He wrote about all sorts of American sort of lifestyle kinds of questions, and he wrote literary criticism, and he was a humorist, and he had some really biting, scathing, satire-y kind of attacks on things. Anyway, let's have a look at the first series here, so you can see the kind of things that he's talking about. Maybe you'll recognize some of the people that he's talking about. In any case, whatever the issue is, you can guess that he's writing seriously about it, but he's writing humorously and bitingly. I don't know if I want to say that's true 100% of the time that he ever wrote about anything, but that's the general idea. So these are a series, as you can see, okay, the third series. And then we move on to the next book, which is the fourth, fifth, and sixth series. We'll have a look at the table of contents here too. We don't have to look at every single one. You get the idea. And so you can pick up different volume. You can pick up, this is the first and second series or something. The Library of America is interested in completeness, and this is the entire series. I certainly haven't read them all. I've read bits and pieces. There's actually a lot to take in to read a lot of Mencken is to let yourself in for a lot of this sort of, as I say, scathing, biting, attacking, intolerance of things that he does not agree with. You know, he's not out there trying to make friends. It's interesting. Okay, so that's H.L. Mencken, Prejudices. This is the complete series put out by the Library of America.